What is up, all forms of social media? James Joseph Edward Jesperger Jr., but please call me Jimmy for short. Hoping everything's in order and checked and everything's good. I've had a ton of people ask me questions since I posted this, especially on Facebook. This will be going on YouTube too, but especially on Facebook, I had people personal message me. I had some comments that were asking questions, and I thought I'd give a little Q&A about my weight loss. It'll be a quick video. It'll only be about 11 questions that I thought were the main questions. I also got questions over on TikTok, so I thought we merge them together and get all the cool stuff. But for those of you who don't know, my name is Jimmy. I am still on a weight loss journey, but I started my weight loss journey at a specific time. I'll get into with the questions, but I originally weighed a lot of weight and I've lost 86 pounds over that time, and you'll see what I'm doing with these questions coming up. So let's get straight into it. So the first question, as most people probably want to know, what did I weigh before the journey and what was my highest weight? Before this journey, before this weight loss journey, I weighed 237 pounds. I took pictures. I made sure to write my weight down. I was not happy about it, but I knew that it was the stepping stone and the turning point for everything that was about to happen in my life. Now, that was not the highest weight I've ever been, though. Growing up, I was always an overweight kid, and if you've seen me around on Facebook or if you know me for a long time, you've seen me at bigger weights. The biggest recorded weight I ever was, because I never got recorded all the time, my biggest recorded weight was about 250 pounds to 260. So not good, not fun. My biggest pant size ever, I believe, was a 48. But yeah, thankfully I'm not that anymore. When did I start? I started this weight loss journey on a Wednesday. It was May 6, 2020. So yes, I have had my year anniversary. I did not post it on Facebook and social media. I wanted to wait a little bit to make sure my weight was in check and to make sure I felt good and happy about it before I started posting everywhere about it. But TikTok has already seen my weight loss journey from the beginning. So if you want to check all that stuff, go to TikTok or my YouTube, anything like that. Did I have a plan? Not as planned as I am now. Like now I'm very regimented. I was very regimented when I started too, but the process is now more and more as I get more and more into this stuff. My original plan was I weighed 237 pounds. I wanted to weigh 180, which if you did not know, I passed out with flying colors, thankfully, which programming was right. So I knew everything was good and it was going to eventually happen. You have to have a lot of trust in yourself, and dedication, perseverance, stuff like that. But my original goal was just to find out my maintenance calories for the day without running or lifting or doing anything crazy. And I was going to eat 500 calories less than my maintenance calories. What was my original goal? My original goal was to find out my maintenance calories. Then I was going to eat less than my maintenance calories. So I was going to be in a caloric deficit, which just means you eat less calories than your maintenance calories needs in a day. And usually people do 500. And that was just my goal. All I wanted to do was I wanted to eat less and I wanted to see what would happen. Then I told myself maybe I'll start lifting again, maybe I'll start running, maybe I'll start walking, etc. I'm not gonna lie, I walked here and there, but it wasn't like a regimented plan. It wasn't like every day I'm gonna walk, blah, blah, blah. After a few weeks into eating, I started walking an hour a day. So that's where things started kind of changing. And then the most important question for most people, we still have more questions, but this is the biggest one. What did you do to lose the weight? So originally, as you already know, it started out with a caloric deficit. So what I did was I went on to, and by the way, it just sucks because I know a ton of people are going to be like, well, you learned all this information while you were doing this. I've known this for years. I was just so dumb and non-dedicated, and I was being too kind to myself and too nice, and I didn't want to face the facts of I had all this information and I just wasn't using it, and I wasn't doing what I should have been doing at the time. I knew all this stuff. I've been in the powerlifting and bodybuilding and fitness for so long that I finally was like, you need to fucking be yourself, man, and just not let these actual pounds weigh you down, literally. So I went online, I found a TDE calculator, which is your daily expenditure calculator. I don't know the exact acronyms for all that, but it's your maintenance calories in a day. So I found out that the weight that I wanted to be at the time and the weight that I wanted to be now, I needed to eat 2,500 calories to be that weight. And I do not recommend people doing that specifically. I recommend something actually different, which I'll get into the question later. But I was very dedicated. I was very perseverant. I wanted to make sure that I did this right, and I wanted to push myself very, very hard. I took the maintenance calories of the weight that I wanted to be, and I ate 500 calories even less than what I was supposed to. Not the smartest idea, not the best thing to do in the beginning, but they say that, you know, when you push yourself harder, you're going to see results better, and you're going to, you know, work harder at it, and then you'll learn from there. Then eventually I started to see results. It was not an instant thing. I'm not going to lie. The first day I decided to do the weight loss journey, I walked for 4 hours, I think, just to get all the water weight off before I even started the weight loss journey. And then I started my diet and everything. Like the next day I started like reincorporating food and stuff. Not my smartest idea. So then my food was in order, and I've been eating the way, like, I'm just in my, if I eat within my macros and I eat within my calorie deficit still, because I'm still losing weight, I am happy and my body's healthy. I feel good. I eat what I want. The only thing is I just don't eat fast food, and all I drink is water, and I get to eat what I want. Now, I'm not going to lie, over time, and even in the beginning, I've been eating healthy. I've been eating like plain chicken. I've been eating rice. I've been doing all that types of stuff because that's the things that make me happy now. But now I've gone a little bit farther, and I allow myself to eat chicken nuggets or chicken tenders, or I allow myself. So every day now I eat chicken nuggets or chicken tenders in buffalo barbecue, any of that types of stuff. And then I add rice to the meal. And then on top of that, I just eat a bagel with peanut butter, and I eat a smoothie at the end of the night. And that's I eat chicken and rice for 2 meals, and then I eat the bagel and smoothie at night. And I've been satiated. I've been fine. I haven't been hungry. I haven't had cravings. Now, I've had light hunger, but nothing crazy, because I know I'm healthily eating, and I know I'm tracking the things that I need to do. And I eat the way that I want to eat. I'm not like, I need to eat clean chicken breast and beef every single day. Then it turned into, well, I want to get healthier. I want to get more fit. So long story short, I started walking every day for an hour. And then one of my best friends, Sam, actually is a running fanatic. And I asked her for a running program. But I started out walking I forget what it's called, but like you do 5 minutes of run. I started out with 5 minutes of running. Like, I'm not even joking. I could only run for 5 minutes, and then I would walk for 15. So then you try and level it out so you get to half, and then you level it out again so that you run more than you walk. Then I started running a mile a day. Then I did 2 miles a day. Then I did 3 miles a day, 4 miles a day, 5 miles a day. And I eventually got to 6 miles a day. When I finally got to 6 miles a day, I asked Sam for a running program. And that's where every day now I not only run sprints or miles or anything like that. Like, I have a mile days, and I have long mile days, and I have sprint days. But I'm also still eating healthy and clean. Now, I still have people ask me, do you think you would have lost the weight even if you weren't running? Yes. The food was in check. I could have done it, but it would have been a slower process, and I wanted to get healthier and fitter faster. Do you even lift, bro? I've gotten this question so many freaking times. I've lifted over the years. I've lifted for so long. And this was the first time I told myself, I want to get as lean as possible with the healthiest and leanest I can get. Let me preface that because I've had a ton of people ask me that too. The leanest and the healthiest I can get. Now my next goal is I want to be 10% to 12% body fat. And I want to start lifting from the leanest, healthiest I can be. Then I'll start lifting. Now the best thing to do, I'm just stubborn and I want to be as healthy and as fit as possible. And I want to be as lean, as healthy as I can. I want to have a runner's body first. I highly, highly, highly recommend lifting while you are losing weight or gaining weight. Either way, I highly recommend it. It's actually better for you. I'm just stubborn. Do you have any cravings? I've touched on this already. Actually, no, not really. I've really made a great program for myself. I made a great diet, quote unquote. It's more of it's a lifestyle now. And if I have a craving, I fix it with the food that I already eat because I'm eating the things that I want to eat. If I do have light cravings, it's nothing crazy. Like, you should be in a diet or a lifestyle that like your body is happy with. You shouldn't be like, oh, I'm craving McDonald's every day. Now, I'm not going to lie. Maybe the first week or two or the month, I was like, man, I'm really feeling this. I really miss this. But now, like, I quit cold turkey and it feels amazing. What would you have changed differently? Honestly, I've gotten asked this question too. Would I have done anything different? No, not really. I think what I did maybe into who I am now, and I'm actually really proud and happy of myself. Are you happy? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna get a little emotional and trigger warning. For suicide. I was not in a good place when I first started this weight loss journey, and I made a bet with myself. If you want to see what I'm talking about, go watch my weight loss podcast episode. I'm probably gonna make more of those weight loss podcast episodes, but there were some interesting thoughts and interesting times before I started this journey, and I made a bet with myself, and thankfully I persevered, and I'm not that person anymore. I mean, I'm still the same person, but I've made way better improvements and such, and I'm way happier, and I want to live a full, fulfilled life and do the things that I want to do, because anything's possible. Why not fucking do it and be happy doing it? Do what you fucking want. I'm doing it right now, hopefully. You know, outside the video. I made a joke. What are your goals right now? So my goals are... So I'll give you the goals with the predicament that's kind of going on right now and without the predicament. With the predicament, I don't know if I have loose skin right now at all. I've lost 86 pounds in the last like year and months now. I don't know if I have loose skin. I think I have loose skin. I'm not entirely sure. So I scheduled to get a DEXA scan done. A DEXA scan is essentially a process where they measure every single ounce and measurement on your body. They tell you how much blood you have, what's your bone density, how much skin do you have on your body, how much actual fat versus muscle you have on your body. I'm so proud and happy that I'm finally getting to do a DEXA scan, which I actually wanted to do around 180, but now that I'm 151 or 152, that's what I'm doing now. So my goal was originally I want to be 10 to 12% body fat, and then I want to start gaining muscle, as I already told you guys. I don't know if I'm close to that yet, because I don't know how much muscle I have on my body or how much loose skin I have on my body. But for now, my TDE scale is saying that I should be 143 to 147. I would love to be 143. I think by the end of this, I'm going to get to like 145, 143. We'll see though. But maybe even less than that if it comes to it for the body percentage. Because you have to remember, a ton of people have been like, well, Jimmy, you might be losing too much weight and I don't want to see you unhealthy. Everything I do is for the health and the promotion and the greatness of my body and body positivity. Trust me, I would not be doing it if I did not think it was right. Also, you have to remember, getting the 10 to 12% body fat, I'm going to have abs showing. That's where I want to get to. And anything past 10 is like bodybuilding prep. Like, I don't want to get to that. And our societal norms of weight have been skewed so much that people think that any guy that's under 150 or 160 is not right. That's not how it actually is. Trust me. So yeah, my goals are for now, I want to get to 10 to 12% body fat with this DEXA scan showing me. So I think I'm essentially going to get down to like 145, 143 weight by the end of this. And then I'm going to start lifting, and my main goal is to get as big as possible, but with just muscle. I want to gain as much lean mass as possible, and that's it. I don't want to gain any more fat. I want to be 10 to 12% body fat, and I want to start gaining muscle. Like, everybody thinks, oh my God, Jimmy, you're going to get so thin, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I don't want to stay there. I want to get big. I want to get muscular. I want to show off my arms and everything. Like, I want to be big, you know, in a different sense. I don't want to be big with any more fat on me. And last, I've already answered the first part of this question, but I will indulge on the second part of the question because I've had it so much. How do I lose weight, and how would you instruct others? If you would like a more in-depth thing, I'm actually going to be posting another YouTube video soon, or wherever I post these videos. Mostly they're going to be on YouTube. I will explain in exact detail with like screen capture and showing everything, because I have the tech to do it, how to actually lose weight and like to process it, and to like step-by-step kind of plan of how to do it. If you want actual coaching, I would recommend getting a personal trainer or nutrition. I would love to help anybody that I can. I actually do take clients now, so if people would like to come to me about that stuff, that is awesome. But how do I lose the weight? The easiest thing I can say is, and I say it for everything, is calories in versus calories out. If you are trying to lose weight, you need to eat, or you need to burn off as much calories as your maintenance calories is lower than that maintenance calories. So if you're like me and you need 2,500 calories to stay at your weight, you need to somehow burn off usually 500 calories. So you need to be in a caloric deficit of 2,000 calories. If you're trying to gain weight, you need to do the opposite. You either need to eat more, which you essentially just need to really eat more to gain weight. More proteins, more foods, etc., high caloric dense foods. But on top of that, you need to also be building muscle. There's kind of this opposite strain. If you want to maintain, you just keep eating the same thing, right? But how would I recommend others? I would go onto your TDEE scale online. I would put in your numbers. I would be honest about yourself, your honest height, your honest weight, your honest how much athleticism you have. And then from there, I would be like, hey, I want to burn the calories through like lifting or dancing. By the way, it doesn't have to be a workout. It could be lifting, it can be dancing, it can be anything that you burn and have fun doing it. You need to find something that you find joy in. I found joy in running. And running has genuinely saved my life. And then from there, you need to figure out, like always, I tell everybody, you always should be eating clean. You shouldn't be like indulging yourself every single day. Like every day is not vacation. You should be like in some form of strict lines. And strict lines for me is I get to eat a bagel and a smoothie with peanut butter. Like I get to have my protein shake, and I get to have my fun foods and my chicken tenders and my rice. Because that's what I fit in my caloric. You need to find your place, and then go from there. Also, I would recommend having some form of workout routine. If you can only do 2 days a week, awesome. If you can do 6 days a week, awesome. Whatever you find joy in. If you want to lift, that's completely up to you. I'm a person where I'm eventually going to lift again. I'm going to be super happy doing it. And then the biggest thing and the crux and the last thing I'll say about this video is, how would I instruct others, or how did I lose the weight? Dedication, passion, perseverance. This needs to be your life. This needs to be your lifestyle. You are changing a lot of habits you've had from the beginning that are now going to change and change everything you've done in your life now. It wasn't just a, hey, I'm going to lose the weight and everything's going to stay the same. I needed to be emotionally, mentally, and physically, holistically ready for this weight loss journey. And I'm so proud of myself because my emotions have been better. My physical health has been 1,000. I'm the most athletic in my entire life, and my mental state's actually a lot better. I'm not going to lie. I still have issues with emotional and mental, but it's way better than I've gotten to this point. And I'm not going to lie, it's not going to happen to everybody. You got to fix it your way. But the biggest thing is, so many people fall off it in the first week, month, even year. You need to be like, this is my thing. This is my lifestyle. This is what I want to do. Trust me. I've had so many times in the past that I've given up. Do you know how many times I've been on a weight loss journey now and it's failed? Oh my freaking, if I had a penny for every time I started a weight loss journey, it didn't work. Or if I had $1 for every time, oh God. But you need to be ready. You need to push yourself, and you need to know that this is what you need to do. This is your lifestyle. So with that, that's most of the questions that I've gotten. I tried to make this video kind of quick and fast, even though it's going to be somewhat of a 10 to 20 minute video. But as always, my name is James Joseph Edward Jesperger Jr., but please call me Jimmy for short. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know in anything that I do. Please follow me on TikTok. I post a lot there, and especially on YouTube and Twitch, with me streaming more and me posting more content. But as always, see you guys in the next one. Peace.